Hey everybody, I thought I would film the intro to this video the night before. I wanted to share what a day in the life of a dietetic intern is like. That is what I am currently. I also want to do a little bit of content about the application process, becoming a dietetic intern, kind of all the steps that I took to get here and what I hope to do in the future. I'd like to talk to you guys about all of that, but I thought it'd be a good kind of kickoff video to kind of show what a day in the life is like. So I'm doing this intro right now so that tomorrow morning when I wake up very, very early, I don't have to try and remember to do it then. So I am just going to take you through pretty much what I do from when I wake up in the morning to when I go to bed at night, and kind of what the structure of all of that is. So if you would like to see that, please stay tuned and we'll get right on into it. Good girl. Can you sit? Sit. Good. Go ahead. Okay, so now I'm actually at my rotation for the day, and I'm just showing you a couple of different projects that I'm working on. The first thing that I do in the morning is I meet with my preceptor, and then we kind of talk about what I need to do that day. And then from there, I just work on my own for a few hours. And I'm just showing you my snacks and what I'm working on throughout the day. Once I'm done with all of the things, I then type it up into my competency journal, and then I talk to my preceptor again before I leave. Okay, so I just got home from my internship. I know I've been doing a voiceover for most of the videos today, but I'm home now from internship, and the first thing that I do is I get the doggies. There's one, the other one's in her crate because she does better in there than when she's out. So I'm gonna take them out and then I'll talk to you guys soon. So essentially today what I worked on at my internship rotation. So if you are a dietetic intern, you'll know that in undergrad you had your KRDNs, which are your knowledge learning checks, and then you have your CRDNs when you're in your internship rotations. CRDNs are your competencies. So that's what you need to have a skill set in for an entry-level position as a dietitian. That's what your internship is for, is to fill all the competencies for community, food service, and long-term care, acute care settings, dialysis, stuff like that. So I just had I'm in my community rotation currently. The next one I have is a school food service one. So for my community one, the community group that I'm with right now is really having me focus on increasing parental involvement. So I did a lot of activities based on some projects that I have that I'm working on with them about parent engagement and involvement. So I have a big project overall that I'm working on, and then I have a bunch of smaller projects that I work on every week. This week I worked on some menus and some recipe formatting, as well as I worked on the bigger presentations that I'm going to be doing as well. So that is predominantly what I worked on today, and you guys kind of got to see a little bit of that process. that's pretty much what I do 4 days a week. So now I'm home. I am going to grab my planner and I'm going to see what else I need to get done today. I think, if anything, I'll probably have to do some arts and craftsy kinds of things for recording some more videos tomorrow for one of the projects that I'm doing. So I'm going to look into that and see what else I need to get done for the day before I can kind of relax and tap out my brain. I try to do it within like an hour to 2 hours of being home, because in the evenings, especially since I wake up so early, my brain kind of taps out, I'd say, at about like 6 o'clock. So I'm going to start working on those things. I'm going to have some tea. And I'm going to get started working on some other things for the projects. If you hear that shaking, that's my puppy. It is a rainy day outside, so they're a little bit shaky. So I thought I'd show a little bit of what I wear for outfits. You'll also see whatever I lay out tonight for tomorrow, because that's one of my nighttime activities. So I'm just wearing a sweater. It's winter time, so, you know, nice sweaters are a great thing that you can wear to internships during the colder months. Summer months, you have to be a little bit more creative because you still have to look business casual. A lot of people say business casual. Some places say snappy business casual, which means you can add a little bit more flair to it here and there. But overall, I kind of style my outfits like this. If anything, I would really recommend any dietetic intern to get like 2 pairs of black pants that you can just rotate between, because one, like if you wear them multiple days in a row, nobody can really tell because they're black jeans. So that's a little, oh hello, that's a little tip for you. And then, yeah, so I just add little accessories here and there. Obviously, if you're in like a food service rotation or something like that, accessories are a minimum, because you need to follow whatever place's dress code you are at. So I wore this sweater today. I had it tucked in so that you could really see the belt, and it was very cute. And then I always keep my makeup very simple, which you saw a little bit of. And then I wore like my little hoops today. If you are in a food service rotation, most of the time you have to, oh my goodness, wear post back earrings, I think is what they call them. So it's pretty much like studs at the most. I typically just don't wear earrings if I'm going to be working with food that day, just to make life easier. Also note nails. I do wear nail polish currently, but during my food service rotations I won't be. The days that I have to go in, COVID's kind of made everything a little bit odd, just because we're not going into every single rotation anymore, every single day, especially the food service ones. We're mostly working off-site. So with that in mind, you know, I might wear some nail polish on days that I don't have to go in, but on days I do have to go in, you kind of gotta nix the nail polish. Also, if you have long nails, I think that they don't like that either, but if you have time to do your nails in between, I say do it. It makes me feel more grown. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna start working on projects. I'm gonna stop lollygagging, dilly-dallying, and I'm gonna get working. Okay, so I had some dinner. We just had leftovers from the crock pot. What I do is during the week, I make 2 different crock pot meals, and I make sure that there's 6 servings worth of the meals that I'm cooking, so that way we can eat it for 3 days, and then I don't have to cook dinner again, essentially, for another 3 days. So that just saves me a lot of time during the week. I don't really have to think about it as much. So that is what I like to do. I just finished working on getting things together for my projects. I'm going to be doing a presentation, a recorded presentation actually, because COVID times. Okay, so next I'm going to pack us our lunch. I am doing a diabetes simulation this week. That's why I was testing my blood glucose this morning. So I am following a meal plan. What I make for my lunches is very similar to what I give Zach for his lunches. So I'll just show you the end product, but I always pack our lunches the night before. We are trying to save money, so packing lunches is one of the biggest ways that we can help each other to save money is by eating out less, because we do love to eat out a lot, so we're trying to cut back on that. So I'm going to pack our lunches, and then I'll show you kind of what they look like when they're all ready to go. Okay, so here's the lunches that I have packed for us tomorrow, and then these are vegetable scraps that are going to be turned into veggie broth at a later point in time that I'm going to put in my freezer bag. I make my own vegetable broth. It's just what I do with the vegetable scraps now. Okay, so here we have the lunch that I packed for myself. It's like essentially the same sandwich. It's turkey with some spring greens on sprouted grain bread and some mayo. Celery. We have these leftover Chick-fil-A packets of like sauce, so that's just going in there too. And then for my snacks, I have peanut butter to dip the celery with, some raisins, an apple, and some cheese. Typically, I would just do the celery without the peanut butter or the raisins, but because of the week that we are in, I need to eat a more consistent, balanced snack, so there's that. And then for Zach's meal, he likes yogurt more than he likes cheese sticks, so I give him yogurt. He has an orange, because he likes oranges better than apples. His sandwich is the same as mine, except for his cheese is on it. He has celery, and then he also has almonds and pumpkin seeds in this little baggie. So those are our lunches. I'm about to put them in our lunch bags, which we have over there. And then those are going to go right into the fridge, and then tomorrow morning I'll put the ice packs in them so that they stay nice and cold all day. Forgot, but I also give myself some sparkling water with mine. Zach doesn't like sparkling water, so he just drinks regular water. I drink my hydro jug over there full of water every day, but I do like a little bit of something fizzy, I'm finding. In the afternoons, it kind of helps boost me through the day a little bit. So right now, I'm drinking strawberry mango. So this is the part of the night where I do whatever I can to make my morning easier. So I empty out, we use a I've been up for too long. We use a reusable K-cup to cut down on plastic waste. We try to do so as much as we can. Wherever is like the most feasible. So I empty, rinse it out, put fresh grounds in it, and then I also put water in the Keurig, and I leave my mug under there so that, as you saw this morning, I just push it down, press the button before I take the dogs outside in the morning. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do that now. So now I'm just gonna put my coffee into the reusable K-cup. The blend right now that we're using is this one here. So we live like 25 minutes outside of Cuyahoga Valley National Park. And so we like to support their brand. They sell these online, and I think that you can order them from anywhere in the United States and try it. So this is their dark roast. Before this one we had their morning blend, which was also very good. So this is what we're gonna have tomorrow. Okay, so for the last little bit of tonight, I'm gonna take a shower, I'm gonna journal, read some of the book that I'm reading right now, which is New Moon by Twilight in the Twilight Saga. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna take time to myself. I like to turn off electronics at least a half an hour to 45 minutes before I plan on sleeping, just to give myself some like quiet time, non-internet time. I think that that really helps to wind me down for the night, and it also helps me to actually get some reading done in the books that I have on my bookshelf. So I'm gonna do that. And I really quick want to end off this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. Seeing kind of what a day in the life of a dietetic intern is like, especially in these weird times. I still go to rotations. I work on projects at home, and I try to make my life as streamlined as possible. Like I said, if you have any questions about what a day in the life is like, I'll be happy to answer them. I'll do like a Q&A, whatever you guys want. More than happy to film that and just kind of talk about the process, because it is kind of difficult. So I do understand there's a light at the end of the tunnel for all of us, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.